I still be on the grind when it all collapse. And if it's mine, words bond, I'ma take it right back, right back, right back, right back.
Eric Wordmuller here, and this is The Lowdown, my brand new interview show. I'm really excited. It's taken a while to get this off the ground, so this is episode 1 coming at you live. I am here, well, let me just say, Jeffrey Gitomer once said, it's not who you know, but who knows you. And I am very privileged, I feel, that Roberto Monaco knows me. I have him here today. He's a public speaker. He's an influencer. He comes from a company called Influencology. Roberto, how are you today?
I am phenomenal, my brother, and thanks so much for inviting me to start your show, man. Appreciate that.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. I'm excited to have you, as I've mentioned before. So the main thing I really wanted to talk about is the mindset of a salesperson. Roberto's, helped me personally with this. And just, we're so busy in our daily lives with everything that happens, whether you're a mortgage professional, real estate professional, business professional in general. Sometimes it's just hard to stay positive with the daily amount of work we have to do in today's day and age. And so the question I have for you is, what is the most important thing you'd say that really helps create and keep a positive attitude?
Well, there's a lot of things that influence someone's mindset or attitude. I would say, if I were to rely just one thing, would be our belief systems. And I define beliefs as an emotional validation of our thought process. We have thoughts, you and I, thousands of thoughts every single day, but thoughts and beliefs are different, right? For example, I can have you imagine a blue elephant flying above your office. You can see a blue elephant, but that's not, you don't believe there's actually a blue elephant flying. That's thoughts, right? And beliefs, the difference between thoughts and beliefs, that beliefs, we validate them emotionally. You say, yes, that's true, or no, that's true, and you act upon them. And once you do that, either consciously or unconsciously, those beliefs end up guiding us. Now, we have primarily 2 different beliefs that determines our attitude. Number one, the belief that you have about the market, about what's going to happen, about relationships, about the things that we have to do or you want to do to grow a business, and the beliefs that you have about ourselves. For example, if you're a real estate agent and you listen to me right now, you do have beliefs about door knocking. You have beliefs about making phone calls daily. You have beliefs about doing first-time home buyer seminars. You have beliefs about doing email marketing. You have beliefs about doing video marketing. Either you are doing or not doing. And if you're doing and you're very successful, most likely you believe that those activities are going to help you advance your career. And if you're not doing it, most likely you may have maybe limiting beliefs or negative beliefs about those activities. Now, those beliefs for sure determines your results in your business. Now, also, the beliefs that you have about yourself ultimately determines your destiny. Let me give you an example. Back in 2008, I personally had a lot of clients and friends who are doing extremely well. Like most likely you, if you listen to me right now, you're doing very well. You're in the business that time. And they are closing a lot of transactions every month and making a lot of money. And life was beautiful. Then all of a sudden, their whole reality changed immediately. And they went from making a lot of money, having a lot of deals, to nothing. What happens is that a lot of people that were not aware of this conversation, they allow those old results or the amount of money they're making define who they were. Right? So before, I'm like, hey, I'm the best agent, I'm a Wonder Woman, I'm a Superman, right? I have all this transaction. The moment they lost everything, now their beliefs about themselves change and they go, well, maybe I'm not that good. Maybe I was just lucky. Instead of realizing that you and I, Garrick, we are not our results. Our results are here. We as a professionals are here, and we have our own belief system. And ultimately, what determines consistency and long-term positive attitude, in my opinion, is our identity or the beliefs that we have about ourselves. What is possible for us to achieve, right? What are we able to achieve? And if we believe that we're worthy of achieving, right? Because every time, for example, you say, hey, we have the $5 million listing, right? And your mind goes, is it possible for someone to get the listing? Now, if your mind goes yes, you go, well, I know it's possible, but it's possible for me. Am I able to do it? And the third one is like, am I worthy of getting that listing? Right? And by the way, this conversation, this belief conversation is possible. Am I able? Am I worthy of getting it? Is unconscious and happens like that. That's why ultimately the beliefs determine your the beliefs determine your destiny and your attitude.
And what are a couple things real quick that might help someone, maintain a positive attitude?
Number one, awareness. Right? You gotta be aware. If you feel great, most likely doing a lot of great things. But if you wake up on a day and you don't feel good, or if your day is going amazing and then all of a sudden like it's not going well again, then you stop and ask yourself, what do I believe about the situation? What does the situation or this challenge means to me? What else this problem situation could mean to me? Because ultimately, if you're not feeling good, it's because you're not aware. You just bought into the old belief. So awareness is number one. Number two is the realization that you can actually craft your own beliefs. You can actually write it down and believe them. Because if you were to stop and think with me, you cannot go to a grocery store and buy beliefs. You cannot go to the mall and buy beliefs, right? You cannot say, hey, give me 3, I don't have the time, or 4, I'm not good enough, or 5, I don't have skills. Right? It's kind of like those beliefs, the only place you can find them is in our head. So the question is, who creates them? It's like, well, I do. And who has the power to change them? Well, you do. So once you're aware, 1, 2, you literally, so ask yourself, write this down. What do you have to believe to be able to achieve your goal? Right? What do you have to believe? Even though if you don't have the belief yet, well, the first step is write down and you move into it. You move into it. Because if you believe that you can do it, then you also could believe that you can do it. Think about it. At one time I was doing a presentation about public speaking. This guy came to me and said, man, I don't have confidence. I have a lot of uncertainty. Right? And I asked him, how confident are you of your uncertainty? He goes, 100%. I'm so certain about my uncertainty. How is that possible? Think about it. Right? So I am confident that I don't have a confidence. How is that possible? Right? So and confidence again comes from our belief system. So that's why it's such an important conversation. Awareness, number 1. Number 2, write down. Number 3, what I believe that is I do this. If I say every day, I am exaggerating, but I do at least 5 times a week. I work out and I listen to some type of inspirational, motivational training CD. It's not a plug here, but I go to audible.com. I have a membership. I download at least 2 audiobooks every month, and I'm working out in the morning, listening to that stuff, so my mind is always sharp. And it's something that you can do it easily. If you don't want to spend $20 a month, go to the library, get some audiobooks, download it, and start listening to it. So,
awesome. That is excellent advice. Well, thank you very much for your time. We're all out, so we'll see you around. Once again, Roberto Monaco, everybody.
I still be
thanks,
on
my brother.
the grind when it all
Take care.
collapse. And if it's mine, words bond, I'ma take it right back.